Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera everyone. So for our video today, we are still in chapter 1, which is indices. For today's video, our first lesson is how do you perform operations involving laws of indices. So it means that the question will give you this expression, and you need to apply all the law of the indices that you have learned. So look at the example 15. Okay, for the example 15, the first question is, the question asks you to simplify each of the following. Okay, so look at here. This is the example 15a. Okay, how we want to solve this one? Okay, remember the first thing that I told you to simplify is to simplify the bracket first. So look at the numerator. Okay, now negative 3, and then this one power of 3, right? So negative 3 to the power of 3. So don't forget the bracket, negative 3 to the power of 3. Okay, done. And then now x the power is 1, right? So the power is 1, so 1 times 3, so we got x to the power of 3. Okay, now multiply with, okay, next bracket, 2 to the power of 2. So 2 to the power of 2, now x, 3 times 2, 6, y, negative 4 times 2, negative 8. Okay, we're done for the numerator. Now look at the denominator. So denominator, there is no bracket, so just copy back, 108, x to the power of 4, y to the power of 3. Okay, now, so, and then the second step that you need to do is to separate the constant. Okay, this one, negative 3 to the power of 3 over with 108, which is in denominator. Okay, now look at the next one. Before from our previous video, I told you, after you done already for the constant, then look at the unknown first. Okay, look at the unknown. So first, unknown x, the power is 3, and then the next one, x to the power of 6. So in between this one and this one, this is the multiplication. So if there is a multiplication now, so the power will be 3 plus 6. Okay, we done for x in the numerator. Now look at the denominator. Is there any unknown x? Yes, this is the unknown x. So we need to bring the x to the power of 4 to the upright. Okay, so if we bring it to the upright, so it will become, the power will become negative 4. Okay, so we done already for the unknown x. Now look at the unknown y. Okay, y. For unknown y, this one there is no unknown y, but this one there is unknown y, right? Okay, so y to the power of negative 8. Okay, now done for numerator. Now look at the denominator. The power of there is a y unknown here, y to the power of 3. So y to the power of 3, you bring it to the upright, so it will become negative 3. Okay, so we done for x and y. Okay, now next one. Okay, you need to solve this constant first. Okay, look at your calculator. Negative 3 to the power of 3, it will become negative 27. Negative 27 over 108. Okay, negative 27 over 108. Okay, negative 27 over 108. Okay, so we done for this one. Okay, now x 3 times 6 minus 4. 3 plus 6 minus 4, sorry. Okay, we got 5. Okay, now look at y. Negative 8, negative 3. Negative 8, negative 3. Then we got negative 11. So this is not simplified yet. Okay, so look at this one. Can we simplify this one? Negative 27 divided by 108. So your answer will be negative 1 over 4. So negative 1 over 4. Okay, x to the power of 5. And then now, this is the negative index form, right? So what should you do? if the question asks you to simplify, so all the index form must be in the forms of positive. So x to the power of 5 already in a positive index form, but for unknown y, the power is negative 11. So we need to change it into the positive index form. So what should you do? So if there is negative 11, y to the power of negative 11, so we need to bring it downward or bring it to the denominator. So it will become 1 over y to the power of 11. Okay, now negative 1 times x, negative x to the power of 5. Negative x to the power of 5 times 1, so we still got negative x to the power of 5 over with, okay, 4. This one nothing here in the denominator, so 4 times y to the power of 11, so 4y to the power of 11. So this is your answer. Okay, just like this. Okay, now we're done for A. Now look at B. Okay, so B I already write here. Okay, so now the first step that you need to do for this one, okay, this is the roots, right? There's a root here. Okay, now the roots, this root, you need to change it into a number. So if you look at the law of indices, okay, if there is root here like this, okay, it will become a to the power of 1 over n. So for this one, m, it will become m to the power of 1 over 2. Okay, I hope that you can still remember. Okay, now after that, this one we done already for the roots. Okay, and then now n to the power of 3 over 4, we copy back the answer and then multiply with m times 1 over m to the power of 1 over 3. Okay, so n 3 times 1 over 3, so we can cut down here, so it will become n only. Okay, so done for numerator. Now look at the denominator. Okay, in the denominator you need to solve in the bracket first. Okay, this one already in the forms of a number, so this is the root here, right? So you need to change it into a number. So m to the power of negative 1 and then and 3, so it will become, remember this one root, the position is in the denominator and then the power in the numerator, so n 3 over 3, 3 over 2. Okay, remember I told you before this, and m over n, m over n, m is the power, and then this one is the root. Okay, so look at here, this is square root, right? So that's why 1 over 2, and then the power is 3, that's why 1 over 2. Okay, like this lah, I give you this one, n 3 and this one, so it will become n 3 and then root. So if we want to change it into a number, it will become 1 over 2. So 3 times 1 over 2, we got 3 over 2. Okay, so and then we're done for this one. Now close bracket and then 1 over 6. Okay, now let's simplify. Okay, this one, okay, the numerator we just copy back. Okay, because we want to solve the denominator. Okay, 1 over 2 and 3 over 4 multiply with m 1 over 3 n. Okay, now look at this one, m to the power of negative 1 multiply with 1 over 6, so we got m negative 1 over 6. Okay, now look at n 3 over 2 multiply with 1 over 6, so 3 times 1 3, 2 times 6 12. Okay, so we done already for this one. Okay, now then we can simplify each of the unknown. Okay, because there is no constant, right? So just focus to the unknown m. Okay, now look at unknown m 1 over 2. Okay, and then multiply with m 1 over 3. So multiply m 1 over 2 multiply m to the power of 1 over 3. So if multiply, then plus 1 over 3. And then done already for in the numerator. Now look at the denominator. So in the denominator, the power of m is negative 1 over 2. So if m to the power of negative 1 over 2, bring it to the upright, it will become negative. This one negative. If negative, then it will become positive if we bring it to the numerator. So positive 1 over 6. Okay, we done for m. Now look at n. N 3 to the power of 4. Okay, done. And then multiply with n only. So the power automatic we know it is to the power of 1. So plus 1 because multiply. Okay, now look at the denominator. So n is n to the power of 3 over 12. So bring it to the upright. Okay, so it will become negative 3 over 12. Okay, then we can solve. Okay, 1 over 3. Okay, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3. Sorry, 1 over 3 plus 1 over 6. Then your answer will become 1. So we know m to the power of 1. So we don't have to put 1, okay? So we know that if there is m only, so we automatically know the power is 1. So just let it be like this. Okay, now look at n. 3 over 4 plus 1 minus with 3 over 12. So it will become 3 over 2. Okay, so n to the power of 3 over 2. Okay, so like this. Same answer, right? So just like this, okay? Please do it step by step. If not, if you solve it with not in a right positions or not in the right step, then your answer might have a possibility to become wrong. So please follow the step that I told you just now, okay? So then for B, now look at C. This one C, eh? Okay, for C. Okay, now for C. Okay, look at here. Okay, so as usual, the first step that you need to do is solve the bracket first. So look at here, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2, h to the power of 2, and then multiply with 16 to the power of 1 over 4, h to the power of 8 times with 1 over 4. So it will become 8 times 1 over 4. 8 times 1 over 4. So it will become 2. Okay, to the power of 2. Done in the numerator. Now look at the denominator. So 8 to the power of 1 over 3. 8. 1 over 3 multiply with negative 2. 1 over 3 multiply with negative 2. So your answer will be negative 2 over 3. So negative 2 over 3. Okay, now look at h. h to the power of negative 2. So we done already. Okay, so what should you do after that? Separate the constant. Remember, separate the constant. So this one and this one. 2 to the power of 2 multiply with 16 to the power of 1 over 4. Okay, over 8 to the power of negative 2 over 3. Okay, now we done for the constant. Now look at the unknown, which is the only unknown is h. So h to the power of 2 multiply, right? Multiply to the power of 2. So we need to plus 2. Okay, now this one in the denominator h, the power is negative 2. So if we bring it to the upright, so it will become positive 2. Okay, now solve this one. Okay, solve this one. 2 to the power of 2 multiply with 16 to the power of, must be in bracket if the power is in the forms of fraction, so you must put bracket. 16 to the power of, in bracket, 1 over 4, and then divide by 8 to the power of, in bracket, because the power is in the forms of fraction, negative 2 over 3. Okay, now look at the answer. So it will become 32. So we know the constant is 32. Okay, done for the constant. Now look at h. h, 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 6. So that's it. This is the answer. Very easy, right? So if you do it step by step. Okay, now look at example 16. Okay. Okay, look at example 16. And for example 16, the question asks you to calculate the value of each of the following. So look at A. Look at A. Okay, look at here. Example 16A. Okay, this is the question. Okay, now. Okay, look at here. Okay, this one, the question asks you to calculate the value. Okay. So, okay, so 49, what is the possible base that we can convert? What is the possible base for 49? So look at the small, okay, I hope that you still can remember how we want to know a possible base for 49. So we need to divide by the small value first. So 49 divided by 2. Okay, there is a fraction here, so cannot to make it 49 as a base 2. So 49 divided by 3. Also cannot. 49 divided by 4. Cannot. 49 divided by 5. Cannot. So I think you obviously know that 49, actually the base, you can divide by 7. So it will become 7. Okay. So we know that the base is 7. So based on the repeated division method, so we need to know base to the power of what? 7 to the power of what? So 49 divided by 7. So our first division. Okay, and then divide by 7 again. So it will become 1. Then stop. So how many division we done? We done for 2 division. Okay. So 7 to the power of 2. Okay, now 7 to the power of 2 for 49. But don't forget the power here, which is 1 over 2. So in bracket 1 over 2. Okay, now done for this one. Now look at this one. 125. So obviously we know that the base, the suitable base is base 5, right? So 125 divided by 5. Okay, first division. First division. Okay, divide by 5 again. So the second one, and then divide by 5. Okay, so stop. So there is 3 division we done, right? So 5 to the power of 3, and then in bracket negative 1 over 3 over with, okay, 2401. Okay, what is the possible base there? What is the possible base? So we don't know, right? So what should you do? Okay, but before that, okay, this one, there is a root here, right? There is a root here. So what should you do? Change the root into a number. So 2401 in bracket. Okay, so this one will become 1 over 4. Okay, so same goes as this one. So this one, 3125 in bracket 1 to the power 1 over 5. Okay, so now we done to change the root into a number. So now, okay, look at here. Look at here. Okay, 7 to the power of 2, right? 2 times 1 over 2. So we can cut. So it will become 7 only. Multiply with 5. 5 to the power of 3. So this one, 3 times negative 1 over 3. So we can cut. So the answer will become 5 to the power of negative 1. Okay, done. Okay, now look at this one. What is the possible base? Okay, so 2, okay, use your calculator. 2401 divided by 2. Okay, cannot because there is a fraction here. 2401 divided by 3. Also cannot. 2401 divided by 4. Cannot. 2401 divided by 5. Cannot. 2401 divided by 6. Also cannot. 2401 divided by 7. Okay, look at here. So this is the whole number, right? So the base, the suitable base for 2401 is base 7. So base 7. Okay, base 7. Okay, how many, what is the power here? So we need to use repeated division method. So this is the first division. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so until 4 only, 4 divisions. So 7 to the power of 4. Okay, 7 to the power of 4 just for 2401. Then you need to do it like this. Okay, this one, So this one, 1 over 4. Okay, This one 1 over 4. Okay, now multiply with 3125. 3125. Okay, what do you think the answer? Okay, 3125. Okay, divide by, we need to this one right now we are going to find the base, the suitable base for 3125. Okay, so 3125 divided by 2. So there is a decimal, so cannot perform. 3125 just okay, assume like 4, cannot also. 3125 divided by 5. See, this is the whole number, so the suitable base for 3125 is base 5. So base 5. Okay, how many division, how many repeated now use repeated division method. So this is the first division. Okay, then divide by 5 again. The second one divide by 5. The third one divide by 5. The fourth one divide by 5. Okay, then divide by 5. So 6, right? 6 division. Am I right? 6. Okay, 5 division. Okay, once again 3125 divide by 5. So first division divide by 5. The second one, okay, divide by 5. The third one divide by 5. The fourth one divide by 5. So 5 division. Okay, 5. Okay, and bracket to the power of 1 over 5. Okay, now this one we know that we can, okay, 7 multiply 5 to the power of -1. Okay, 7 to the power of 4 times 1 over 4, so we can cut, then the answer will be 7 only. So multiply with this one, we also can cut, so it will become 5 only. Okay, so the answer will be, okay, this one 7, 7. Okay, 2, 4, 7. Okay, now is it correct? Sorry, divide by 5, 1 over 5, 1 over 4. 7, 1, 5 to the power of 1. Okay, now look at the 7. 7, this is to the power of 1, right? And then in the denominator there is a base 7 also. So 7 to the base of 1, bring it to the upright. Upright, it will become -1. Okay, and then multiply with 5 to the power of -1, and then this one there is a base 5 also, and then the power is 1, bring it to the upright, so it will become -1. So 1 minus 1 will become 7 to the power of 0. Okay, look at this, the law. Okay, so look at the law of indices. Okay, if a ataupun or a any number with the power of 0, it will become 1. Same goes as for this question. So 7 to the power of 0, we know, we don't need to put key in your calculator, we know the answer already. So this one 7 -2. So this one 7 to the power of 0, it will become 1, and then multiply with 5 to the power of -2. So remember, okay, we need to make it into positive index form. So what should you do? You need to 1 over 5 to the power of 2. So it will become 1 to the power of 1 over 5 to the power of 2. So 5 to the power of 2, the answer will be 1 to the over 25. So that's it. This is the answer. Okay. Okay, now look at question example 16b. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, what should you do? Okay, you need to change the base here, which is 16, into the smaller base. So how you want to do it? Okay, how? The way is 16 divided by 2. Okay, let's see. So you will get the whole number, right? So the possibility for 16 to become base 2 is possible. So this is the first division, first, and then 2, 3, and then 4. So 4 times of division, and then we got 1. So 4 times of division, it means that 2 to the power of 4. Okay, in bracket, the power is 3 over 4. Okay, multiply with 81. So we know that 81 can be divided by 3. So we got 27. So this is the first division. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, until 4 division. 4. So 3 to the power of 4. So in bracket, 3 to the power of 4 to the power of negative 1 over 4. Okay, now we're done in the numerator. Now look at the denominator. Okay, in the denominator, you don't have to make it 2 into any base, because this is already the smaller, it is already in small possible base. So just let it like this, and then we solve it by solve the bracket. Okay, 2 to the power of 6, 6 times 1 over 2. So we got 2, 6 times 1 over 2, so 3, right? Okay, and then multiply with 3, and then 3 to the power of 4, 4 times 1 over 2, it is 2. Okay, so we done already. Now, okay, look at this one. This is we need to solve the bracket lah. So this one, 4 times 3 over 4, so we can cut down the 4. So the answer will be 2 to the power of 3. Okay, multiply with this one, 4. 4 times negative 1 over 4, so we can cut the 4. So 3 to the power of negative 1. Okay, over with 2 to the power of 3. Multiply with 3 to the power of 2. Okay, now. Okay, class, look at here. Okay, and then we done already. So what should we do? We need to solve for the same base. So this one 2, this one 2. Okay, just imagine this one as, okay, 2 to the power of 3, right, in the numerator. And then look at another base 2. It was in denominator. So when the denominator, we bring it to the upright. So the power 3 will become negative 3. Okay, done. So multiply with 3. 3, okay, this one 3 to the power of negative 1, right, in the numerator. So look at the denominator, the power is 2. So if we bring it to the upright, so the power 2 will become negative 2. Okay, now 3 minus 3 equal to 0. Multiply with 3 to the power of negative 1, we got negative 3. Okay, so 2 to the power of 0, based on the law of indices, it will become 1. And then multiply with this one. This is in, it was in a negative index form. So you need to change it into the positive index form. So how? Okay, we need to make this, put this one in the denominator. So 1 over 3 to the power of 3. So 1 times 1, we got 1. 3 to the power of 3, 27. So this is the answer. Okay, this is like this. Okay, exactly the same like the answer. Okay, now look at C. This one, C. Okay, so for C, okay, this one 243. So we can make it into a small base. So what is the base? So what should you do? You need to 243. You divide by any possible number. So we start with 2 first. 2. Okay, we got decimal, so it doesn't suitable. Base 2, 243 to become base 2. So 243 divided by 3. Yes. 243 divided by 3, you got the whole number. So 243 can be changed into base 3. So this is the first division. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So until 5. So 3 to the power of 5. 3 to the power of 5, and then close bracket. Take it, don't forget the power here, which is 4 over 5. Multiply with 5. Okay, 3 over 2. Just copy back because 5 already in a small base. So in bracket to the power of 2. Okay, now look at the denominator. So 81. 81 can be converted into a small base, which is base 3. So base 3, 81 divided by 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 to the power of 4. And then this one, the square root 4, we need to change it into a number. So square root 4, it will become 1 over 4. Okay, multiply with 25. 25 can be converted into a small base, right, which is base 5. So 25 divided by 5, 1 division, 1, 2, okay, 2. So 25 5 to the power of 2 in bracket this one to the power of 4, and then in bracket again, which is the root here, which is we need to change it into a number. So if this is a square root, so if we change it into a number, it will become 1 over 2. Okay, now we can settle. Okay, look at this one. This is 5 times 4 over 5. So we can cut here. So it will become 3 to the power of 4. 3 to the power of 4, 4 times 2, 8. So 3 to the power of 8. Multiply with 5. 5, 3 over 2 times 2. We can cut. Then we got 5 to the power of 3. Okay, now over with. Okay, look at this one. 3 to the power of 4. 4 times 1 over 4 we can cut. So we got only 3. Okay, multiply with, okay, 5 to the power of 2. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 1 over 2, 4, right? 5 to the power of 4. Okay, now done already. So we solve for the same base. Okay, now look at this one. 3 first. 3 to the power of 8, right? And then another base 3 is in the denominator. So the power is 1. Bring it to the upright, it will become negative 1. Multiply with 5. Okay, so this one 3 in the numerator. So in the denominator, the power of base 5 is 4. So 4, bring it to the upright, so it will become negative 4. So your answer 3 to the power of 7. Multiply with 5 to the power of negative 1. So look at here, 3 to the power of 7. This one in a positive index form. So this is we need to change this one into positive index form. So 3 to the power of 7 multiply with 1 over 5. So the answer will be, okay, 3 to the power of 7. What is the answer? 3 to the power of 7, it will become 2187. 2187 times 1, so we got 2187, and then divide by 5. So that's it. This is the answer. Okay, or you can make it into this fraction. Okay, you can make it into this fraction, which is 437 2 over 5. Dalam pecahan bercampur Okay, so that's it. Done for this. Okay, class. So this is our last lesson for chapter 1, which is how do you solve problems involving laws of indices. So this is related to the problem solving. Okay, look at example 17. Example 17, calculate the value of square root 3 times 12 to the power of 3 over 2 divided by 6 without using a calculator. Okay, so without using a calculator, what should you do? Okay, now, okay, look at this example 17. How to solve this one? The first thing that you need to do is, okay, so this is 3, right? 3 square root. So we know for square root to make it into a number, it will become 3 to the power of 1 over 2. Okay, now multiply with 12. 12 to the power of 3 over 2. 3 over 2, so it means that 12, can we make it into a small base? So it actually can, but okay, now if we do it like this, 12 divided by 2, 12 divided by 2, we got 6, right? And then divide by 2 again, we got 3. And then divide by 2, cannot, right? 2, 1 over 2, 2. This is it is cannot until this one. So actually, we need to make it. We need to divide until we got 1, but this one cannot. So if this happen, so it means that you cannot apply for this one, repeated division method. So what should you do? You multiply a number, two number to get 12. So what number? What number multiplied by a number? We got 12. So the answer is 2. Okay, 2 times 2 times 3, right? So 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 3, 12. So it doesn't change the value of the question. So it is possible. So or you can do it like this. Okay, if you are curious, so if 4 times 3, we still get 12. But 4, can we make it into a small number, which is 2? So 2 times 2 and then times 3. So it's still the same like this. Okay? Okay, now we're done for this one. Okay, and then close bracket to the power of 3 over 2. Okay, now divide by, okay, if divide here, just make it simple. Divide by using this one so that you can understand much better. Divide by 6. So 6. We can do it like this. Also this concept, which is 3 times 2. Then we got 6. Okay. So done for this one. Okay, now this one, copy back the answer. 1 over 2 multiply with, okay, simplify in the bracket. So 2 times 2 to the power of 1 multiply by 3 over 2. Then we got 2 to the power of 3 over 2. Multiply with 2 to the power of 3 over 2. Multiply by 3 to the power of 3 over 2. Okay, and then divide by 3 times 2. Okay, now we done already. The bracket already solved. So what should you do? The next step is, okay, solve for the same base. Okay, the first one is base 3. Base 3 to the power of 1 over 2, and then multiply with another base 3 was in here, which is the operation is multiply, so plus 3 over 2, and then in the denominator there is the base 3 to the power of 1, so bring it to the upright, so it will become negative 1. Okay, done for base 3. Now base 2. Base 2, 3 to the power of 3 over 2. And then this one also multiply. So it means that plus 3 over 2. And then in the denominator, there is 2. So bring it to the upright. So it will become negative 1. Okay, then we can solve it. Okay, this is without using a calculator. Okay, so this one 3. Okay, this one, it will become 1 over 2 plus 3 over 2. You got 3 over, you will get 3 over 2. 1 over 2 plus 3 over 2, then you got 4 over 2. 4 over 2, okay, 4 over 2 minus with 1. And then base 2, 3 plus 3, we got 6. 6 over 2 minus 1. Okay, now this one we can simplify, which is 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4. Okay, so 2 minus 1, 3 to the power of 2 minus 1, we got 1. Okay, now this one 2, base 2, which is, okay, sorry, this one is supposed to be have multiply with 2, 1 over 2, 3 over 2, 6. So 3 minus 1, we got 2. Okay, now, then we can solve it. 3 to the power of 1, we know that it is 3. So 3 times 2 to the power of 2, we got 4. So 3 times 4. The answer will be 12. So this is the answer. Okay? So now, look at example 18. Okay, for example 18, the question asks you this one. The question is like this. Calculate the value of x for the equation 3 to the power of x multiply with 9 to the power of x plus 5 divide by 3 to the power of 4 equal to 1. So the answer asks you to find the value of x. Remember that question? Okay, so this is the equation given. Okay, now what should you do? The first thing for this one, if you want to solve this question like this, you need to same all the base. For example, like the base, the smallest base here is 3, right? So you need to make it 9 into base 3 also, and then 1 into base 3 also. Okay, now the first thing that, okay, this one just copy back, 3 to the power of x multiply with 9. So 9, can we make it into base 3? Yes. We will get 3 to the power of 2. Okay, 3 to the power of 2. And then in bracket, okay, don't forget the power here, already have a power, which is x plus 5. Divide by 3 to the power of 4, just copy back. And then this one, okay. Okay, look carefully and listen carefully what I want to tell you. Okay, 1, okay, do you still remember that the law of indices, if the law of indices, Okay. Okay, for the law of indices, if 3 to the power of 0, it will become 1, right? And then if 2 to the power of 0, it will become 1. So, if there is 1 here, so we can do it like this lah. So, we can make it into 3 to the power of 0 and then equal to 1. So, we can substitute 1 into 3 to the power of 0 so that the base will become the same for all the base here. Okay? So 3 to the power of 0. This is based on the law of indices. Okay, now we can substitute 1 to 3 to the power of 0. Because of what? Because it will still give the same value, which is 1. Okay? So, next, okay. Now, the things that you need to check is, make sure that all the base is equal or same. So now the base is already the same, so we can solve it. Okay, 3 to the power of x. Okay, now solve the bracket first. Multiply with 2 times 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 5, 10, divide by 3 to the power of 4 equal to 3 to the power of 0. Okay, now the base is already the same. Okay, so what should you do? You can cut the base only. Cut the base because it's already the same. And then you take all the power here. Okay, now take the power here. Okay, take the power. Take the power only because the base already the same, so just ignore the base. So now x. And then multiply with it will become plus 2x plus 10. Divide, it will become minus 4 equal to 0. Okay. Remember, since the base already the same, so we just cut or ignore only. And then focus to the power. Because of what? Because we want to find the value of x as stated in the question. Okay, now solve it. X plus 2x, we got 3x. And then equal to 10 and negative 4, bring it to the left, bring it to the right. So you will get negative 10 plus 4. This one, bring it to the right. And then this one. So negative 10 plus 4. So 3x equal to negative 6. So x is equal to negative 2. So this is the answer. Okay? Very easy. Okay, now. Okay, so next is example 19. So example 19, this is the question. Calculate the possible values of x. Possible values of x. So what does it mean by possible values of x? So it means that it will have more than one value of x. For the equation, this one. So this is the equation given. Okay, let's solve it. Okay, now. Sorry, there is no equal because this is already have equal, so no need to put equal here. Okay, now. Okay, look at the base. As I told you before this, if you want to solve, make sure the base is the same. So this one already in base 3, this one also in base 3, and this one also in base 3. So there's no problem for the base. You can skip to the power only. So base is already the same, so you just ignore, and then look at the power. X squared multiply will become plus 2x equal to 15. Okay, now we already got the equation here. Okay, now x squared plus 2x minus 15 equal to 0. Okay, and then we need to factorize this one. Okay, we need to factorize this one. Okay, how you want to factorize? Okay, we need to factorize this one to get the value of x. Okay, so how you want to factorize? Okay, key in your calculator. Okay, your calculator. Mod 1, 2, 3 until you got this one, EQN, and then press 1, and then you got unknown, and then press this one, and then you got degree, and then press 2. Then you got a to the power of what, right? Okay, so now a to the power of what? So a represent the value of x squared. Coefficient of the x squared is 1. Coefficient of the x squared is 1. Okay, so press 1, and then equal, press 1 and then equal, and then b for this value, okay? B for this one, which is base to the value is 2. The coefficient of x is 2. So press 2 and then equal, and then c is the value of this one, negative 15. So c negative 15. Then press equal. Then you got the value of x is 3, and then another one, the value of x2 is negative 5. So x1 is 3, we know. X for the first one is 3, and then for the second x, the answer is negative 5. So negative 5. Then we know that, okay, based on this, based on calculator, we know that x, okay, this one you need to bring it to the left, so it will become x negative 3, and then this one x, bring it to the left, plus 5. So x negative 3, x plus 5 equal to 0. The answer will be x is equal to 3, x is equal to negative 5 based on this one. So that's it. This is the answer. So we know that the possible values of x is 3 and negative 5. That's it.